Social media handles, I go by the name Truth Watchdog Official, or just Truth Watchdog. And purposely what the name stands for is what I do. What I do is more realistic. I don't need to have ideas. I just need to observe, So I don't really need to sit down and think of ideas, because that is now creating content. But I don't consider myself doing content creation. I consider myself doing informational content. Keep doing what you want to do, not what others want you to do. For a long time, you will find that the difference between you and what you love to do is nothing. So for me, people tell me, this is dangerous. You will get killed. This is Kenya. And I'm like, you fear death? You should think twice about living. Because you're fearing to die because you're living. So living creates more fear than death. No, you have to realize the price you have to pay. Just believe in yourself and do that which they think you can't do. Do it again and again. Prove yourself wrong, not them. They will come and tell you that actually you're the best. Just prove yourself wrong. Don't try to prove a point to anyone. Be you.
Hello guys, today I'm here with Truth Watchdog. I'm sure most of you have seen from his social media, YouTube, TikTok. He has been creating content on enlightening people to be aware of the frauds, scams and thefts that go on in our country, and most especially in Nairobi County. So today I have invited him here, and he's going to tell us more about what inspires him to do what he does every day, what keeps him going, and the kind of challenges that he faces as he creates such content. So welcome.
Social media handles, I go by the name Truth Watchdog Official, or just Truth Watchdog. And purposely what the name stands for is what I do. So truth is what actually, just when we have, an honest conversation, we're talking about anything that is true, then watch is actually means to. You have to observe everything that is around you. Just like you said, especially in Nairobi. When I'm in Kakamega, I will do exposes in Kakamega. When I'm in Nairobi, I have to check my surroundings. So that is watch, from the name again. And then also the timing. It's the watch, because you don't see evil being, manifesting. And then instead of you talking about it to stop it at that low stage, you have to be timed. Then another thing about the dog part of it, when you talk of pets, most of the time what comes up is the dog. So the most friendliest animal from the long time about human beings, domesticating animals. So the best animal friend is always a dog. So I am your friend, but I'll tell you the truth and I will watch over you. So Truth Watchdog, that is put together as one word, is just like a trinity of the Father, Holy Spirit, and but at the end of the day is tell me as it is, or I'll tell people as it is.
Okay, so maybe you can tell us, when exactly did you start creating such content, and what inspired you? Like, there are people who create content on food or just make fun, but you chose to just create awareness, especially on frauds and the way people scam people in town. So what exactly inspired you to start doing that, and when exactly did you begin?
Okay, it really didn't start as like I have sitting down with some people, we organize, and then we look for cameras and start doing content. It wasn't like that. I was just, any other Kenyan doing the normal things. I'm in town, I'm doing my hustles. And then there is a place we call Archives in Nairobi town, a very famously known place. Just next to Archives, there is where actually we go and clean our shoes. And I have my guys there. So we were just sitting, actually having our lunch and fun as they were working on my shoes. Then there was also another group of people with a white van. And I don't know what they were doing, but there was a lady who just, she was on the ground and she was crying, and I was like, hey, I need to go and help, She's an elderly woman, around 60s there, in terms of the age. So I told my friend in Swahili, hold this for me, let me come. Because I wanted to go and help the lady up. So as I have given out my plate, my friend warns me like, hey, bro, you don't want to go there. Trust me, you don't want to go there. I'm like, no, that's an elderly woman. Somebody needs to do something. I didn't know these people are over 300 there. Okay? They are pretending to be passing. They are pretending to be buying and selling. But that crew is actually conning people. They lie to you. They go into your phone. You find that actually you've borrowed some money, and they have sent that money to themselves. By the time you're realizing, everything is gone in terms of your money, cash and loans that you can actually have. So when I went to lift that lady up, some masculine man, very tall, heavy, told me that they would beat me up. This woman is destroying their work, and I was like, I'm not understanding what you mean, like you beat, I'm not a baby anymore. So when you tell me you beat me up, actually you asking for trouble, because I'll beat you back. Okay. So I was like, in my heart, even if you are that masculine, bro, you don't want to try me, So I just took this lady and then I put her aside. I asked her, what is the problem, like, really? They've taken my money, my 4,000, my this is everything. Yeah. Who? There are many. That vehicle. So what I did, I just said, because I understand her. So I told her, this money is not coming back, but I have 400. Just take this as transport. You go home, because if you try to argue with these people, you will not make sense out of it, and most of the time you'll be beaten. Okay. So that is the information I gave her. And then as I was about to go back to my guys, something just told me, can you record this incident? Just record it. And then I recorded it. I had not planned to post it. Then on media, I felt bad when I was leaving, because those guys were still scolding me and calling me names. So I decided to post. I had been on TikTok for 2 years and I only had 200 followers. Because what I was doing is just me pose for a picture, then I take 3 months before I post another. I was not so much into, this one needs to see what you're doing. No. So when I posted that video, it went viral. That was the first time I trended in the country for over 6 months. For good reasons, at least.
Now, Truth Watchdog, maybe you can tell us, where do you get your ideas from on the next content to create?
Because what I do is more realistic. I don't need to have ideas. I just need to observe, because you're working like this and then you realize there is the police officers who are harassing the touts, or they are the touts who are stealing from innocent Kenyans who wants to board matatus. So, but just looking at that already is an instant content. So I just come and tell guys, hey guys, there is this stage that is actually, not good for you. If you have to board a matatu, please look for another one than this, because people are being, harassed here. You will lose your money and stuff. So I don't really need to sit down and think of ideas, because that is now creating content. But I don't consider myself doing content creation. I consider myself doing informational content. So there is some slight difference, because I want people to learn what is going on, not what might, but what is happening at the moment. You just need to address 1, 2, 3 things. So I don't really sit down to write, we should cover this. No, it just comes naturally and we post it.
All right. So basically, you are an observant person. You observe what's going on and you say, I need to create awareness on this.
Yeah.
So how do you think your content has made a positive difference to all the people who watch your content, all the people who hear about your stories? How do you think it has made a difference in their lives?
Actually, the few, I think we are almost 1 week. Today's on a Sunday, right?
Yes.
I have had to be in so many interviews. I've been booked for interviews, so many. So why do these people actually call me? Why do you call me here? Because there is the juice you want to drink from me. Otherwise, you couldn't call me here, So that shows that the impact I have created, even the media wants to be part of it and make sure that they're spreading the news to the corners of our country, Kenya, to make sure everybody is getting to know there is an existence of this guy and this is what he does. And you want to be part of what he does. Because, for instance, there is the planting of trees we did some time back. Not this one. This one I was a little bit caught up in other things. But that planting of trees, people turned up. And it's just Truth Watchdog. Hey, hi guys. Hey, Kesho, there are trees we are planting. Anyone who is willing, please, we meet at this place. And then I find there is over 100+ people waiting for me with trees. Amazing, Because try somebody else saying that, hey, we will plant trees. Maybe no one will turn up. So my content has created positivity, and I feel that by just Kenyans thanking me, I think you can't be thanked for doing nothing.
Yeah.
There is something always that somebody gets in return to say thank you. you've done good here, you've helped me, you know. So for me, it's just that thank you, that response from the public means I've done something.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So actually, when you look around, you are like, personally, I've only seen you doing that. Maybe some people consider creating content on exposing people, it will put their life at risk. So they consider that doing a hard thing. So at LX, you're always challenged to do hard things. Like the tech courses we take, they are so hard. The content is so much. You have to like have a lot of time. So do you have any advice for me or for people out there who are afraid of taking the initiative to do the hard things?
Your fear actually should be the fuel for you to face it. Because the moment you realize that fear has been stopping you from actually discovering who you are, like who the real you is. Everyone, we are born beasts. You are a beast. You are a female beast in you. But the more you continue embracing fear, you keep on compressing it until you realize that you and fear, the similarities is so much close. Somebody could say it's the same thing. You don't want to go an extra mile. That's why you get nowadays, unfortunately, we have a 40-year-old still living with a mother in the same room, you know, because they fear what they will face out there, the challenges. Challenges are meant to make us kings. I can tell you, and I'll keep on saying this to everyone. Africans, anyone with a dark skin, you are a god, small god. And gods are not born. Gods are forged. You understand? Okay. So, when you talk of forging, it means you'll go through trauma. You will be beaten up, pressure, PTSD, everything will be coming your direction. But that is what now forms a god. Someone who can withstand different situations, different weathers. You are just comfortable and adaptable to anything. So for me, I don't think this is difficult. And I don't think it should be to you as well. For example, maybe this is the first person you're hosting here. You have the second person, you have the third, the fourth person doesn't like you. They're like, why did you call me? You know, you have come late. You shouldn't have called me if you're not ready. Why is it your camera is stopping? What is this? No, you have these people. You just have to keep on smiling and tell them, I'm sorry, you know, I will improve on this. In your heart, you know you are talking other things, but you just smile and if the moment you just like you jump over this one and the next one and the next one, keep doing what you want to do, not what others want you to do. Okay. For a long time, you will find that the difference between you and what you love to do is nothing. So for me, people tell me, this is dangerous. You will get killed. You know, this is Kenya. And I'm like, you fear death? You should think twice about living. Because you're fearing to die because you're living. So living creates more fear than death. We don't know what is the other side. If there is anyone who went there and came back, it was Jesus Christ according to Catholics, according to Christians, yeah? And Christians, and Jesus said that he's going to prepare, there is some kind of gold there, milk, enough cows. There is enough cows, milk, there is a lot of honey, which means you come to the bees, you tell them, make me honey, fill the glass. So it seems like it's a good place. So for me, dying doesn't really hinder me from doing things. Because we have people who just sit in their bed and they die.
Yeah, true.
We have accidents. We have strokes. We have so many good people in hospitals who want to do good things, but they can't do because they are hospitalized. So for me, if you scare me, maybe threats with death, I think you are a joker for me. You know? So you have to keep on pushing. The moment you realize death is inevitable for everyone, the easier it will be for you to do what you want to do without having to fear anything.
Okay?
Right. Just don't look for death because death is looking for you anyway. But do what you have to do. The limitation should only be you, not anything else. Okay. So 20 cars, let us do what we have. Very little time on earth, by the way. The few years that are left for you, do it.
Okay, so basically what I've learned from you is that creating content on social awareness, it's not something you want to make money from it. what inspires you is the someone somewhere has been enlightened. When they walk in town, they'll be aware that this is a dark spot. When they go and maybe to look for services somewhere, they will know that this person can take advantage of me in this way. So that is enough to keep you going, and that is enough for you to wake up every day and say, I'm going to continue creating more awareness. And then the other thing I've also learned from is that we're supposed to build resilience in ourselves, to go for what we want, to not let fear hinder us from exploiting or accomplishing our dreams. Yeah, so now I think that will be the end of our interview.
Thank you.
And maybe you can give us a parting shot to my viewers.
Yeah, guys, just believe in yourself and do that which they think you can't do. Do it again and again. Prove yourself wrong, not them. They will come and tell you that actually you're the best. Just prove yourself wrong. Don't try to prove a point to anyone. Be you.